Hello everyone and welcome back again to another video. So who doesn't love a little action to get the blood boiling, the thrill of the first fight between two legendary warriors or the struggle against evil forces? These are just few examples of how the action genre can be put into nearly any story. With so many manhwa out there, though, finding that action-centered story might be a bit daunting. As always, we here at Otaku Start have gone through the chaotic battle of war to bring you a new list specifically centered on action. That's right everyone, welcome to our top 10 action manhwa. So guys, to show us your support, please hit that like button and leave us a comment with your suggestions. And of course, subscribe to this channel so that you always be updated. Number 10. Girls of Wild. Wild High has been known to produce some of the most prestigious elites in the nation. The All Girls Academy has women who have been trained in various martial arts, such as boxing to karate. These women train to hopefully be given the chance to fight in the world-viewed Wild League. However, deciding to break the tradition, Wild High has opened their doors to males for the first time, and one of the new applicants come in the form of Song Jae-gyu. Despite having no skills in combat and mediocre grades. As a means to attract new people, the school gave Song a 3-year scholarship. But can this young man survive a school full of tough-of-nails girls like the queen? Martial arts is always a great means of providing action to any manhwa. The creators of this manhwa have done an excellent job making Girls of the Wilds a cool action story, all while throwing in some humor, romance, and smidge of a harem plot. Each page is done remarkably well and really is beautiful art style. We guess it just shows there are plenty of butt-kicking women out in the manhwa world. This story, however, is full of them. Number 9. Youngbi Popeye. A true bounty hunter needs to be fearless and tough as nails. All of these qualities and more are embedded into Bounty Hunter Youngbi. While Youngbi might seem like a scary person, he can still charm almost anyone. One day, a young boy approaches the bounty hunter asking for protection. Youngbi notices a strange medallion the boy has, so he decides to help keep him safe. These two will go forth with dangers lurking everywhere. But Youngbi is ready. Beautiful art, an amazing story of camaraderie, and plenty of action. What's not to love about Youngbi Popeye? This series has still continued to wow readers for 20 years, and once you try it out, you won't be surprised. Get ready for an epic adventure, and be sure to take a break every so often because we are sure you'll be hooked to Youngbi Popeye from the first page. Number 8. The Legend of Maian. Long ago, the world faced potential destruction thanks to the nightmare-induced sorceress Felicia Rand Philistine. Yet, unbeknownst to Felicia, her dark reign would come to a closure quickly. A man rose up and fought the sorceress, coming out victorious when he was able to seal Felicia out. Our story, however, takes place 1,000 years later when Phoenix Maian makes an incredibly foolish mistake. Phoenix releases Felicia from her imprisonment, and now the young boy must somehow stop her from somehow rising again. An adventure story with action and ecchi doesn't seem like a bad mix. The Legend of Maian is a fantasy story that will really leave readers wanting more. The Legend of Maian is such fun read, you'll find nothing wrong about it. Number 7. Threads of Time. Who am I? That is the question on Moonbeam Lee's mind every night. When he falls asleep, Moon finds himself chasing some girl he doesn't recognize in another man's body by the name of Sak-young Kim. Time passes and Moon's situation worsens, to the point that his otherworld self begins to bleed into the present. Who is Moon supposed to be? Himself or this warrior Sak-young Kim? We've all wanted to be heroes at some point in our lives. However, for Moon, that reality seems to be a curse rather than a blessing. If you delve into this manhwa, you'll find yourself truly immersed like Moon. thanks to some clever dialogue, some strong arts, and a great story. If you love the action genre as much as we do, check out Threads of Time. Number 6. Witch Hunter. One day, without warning, the witches are fed up with humanity. Not only do the witches declare war on humans, but they destroy a large portion of the world in their anger. People begin to wonder why this is even happening, but the answers will have to wait. Something needs to be done about the witches. Those who have power and the ability to summon creatures become witch hunters. Tasha Guts just so happens to be one of the best witch hunters, thanks to his expert shooting naming him the marksman, and he summoned Jack-o'-lantern. But while he fights witches, Tasha has no malevolence to them for some reason. Number 5. Afterschool War Activities. One day, the event occurred that began the slow death of the world. Strange objects began falling from the sky, and they came with ill intent. The military in Korea began fighting, but found themselves outnumbered by this alien-like enemy. Despite being high schoolers and college students, people like Yongboo Ra, Wang Tai-man, and Woo Hee-rak joined the military in hopes of lending their aid. The question remains, though, can these young non-military men and women fight back against the unknown threats? When many think of the end of the world by odd natures, we think of zombies or monsters but forget the very possible alien life form as a threat to be added. Of course, this manhwa didn't forget that. Number 4. Ed. Shanhua was one moment in his kingdom and then suddenly transported to a new world thanks to a shift in dimensions. Shanhua notices odd elf-like people and strange beings roaming around, afraid that his name would cause too much attention from this world's residents. Shanhua changes his name to Ed. With seemingly no way home, Ed begins to wander this new world in search of answers. However, Ed won't be alone, gaining both companions and enemies alike. Please guys, let us know if it spells Ed or ID in the comment down below. Number 3. Ares. Ares and Michael have a simple dream: to become parts of the Temple Mercenaries, a renowned mercenary-like group in the world of Kronos. They are joined by another new warrior named Baruna, and the three now allies find themselves part of the same unit. They find that their skills are needed when Icarus decides to attack Minos in a preemptive strike. While the battle begins to wage on, Icarus takes note of the three young warriors. What lies in store now for these talented but still green warriors? Ares is easily one of the most unique works we've seen in a long time. Not only is the story a cool twist on Roman mythology, but the art style is so unlike anything we have seen in manhwa. Besides those great elements, Ares is just an overall great action story. The fights range from realistic to almost video games level. Number 2. Noblesse. Cadiz Itrama de Razel, known as Ray, has slept for nearly 900 years, unaware of the world's changing elements. Coming out of his slumber, Ray awakens to a world of technology and new developments. Luckily, Ray is not alone, as he is accompanied by his loyal servant Frankenstein. Aware that he needs more knowledge, Ray joins a local South Korean high school, blending in as a transfer student. As the story progresses, we learn Ray went into slumber to escape his troubled past filled with enemies that wanted his head. While Ray believes his enemy are gone, in reality they are still around. Number 1. The Breaker. Shun has got it rough, thanks to constant bullying and harassment from his peers. While he is about to give up on the thoughts of being free from his daily torment, a new teacher steps in. Jong-woo, the new English teacher, quickly shows he's not your average teacher and is in fact an amazing fighter. Cheon quickly asks Chun-woo to allow him to become his student so he can fight back. Chun-woo says he will allow it if Chun does one thing to prove his determination: jump off a nearby bridge. Our list ends up on easily one of the best, if not the best, action manhwa. The Breaker is literally non-stop martial arts, action, and drama, with some downtime of comedy in between. Readers will come to love seeing the growth of Shun as he becomes a capable fighter right before their eyes. So this was everything for today. I promise there's much more coming in the few next days. Just stay tuned to another video. Bye bye.